Okay. Okay. So I am a software engineer working with Steve and Peter. Uh, I was. I'm also born from Nakuru. I don't know. I think the three engineers, all of us came from the same county or town. Both came from Nakuru. That says a lot about Nakuru as a place for software engineers. Uh, I don't remember so much about myself. That's the problem. That's why I was afraid to have this meeting, because it will seem like a small talk, and we are supposed to work for quite some time. um, so so what I can say is I was born in Nakuru, 1995. Um, it was a very nice year for me because I was born on a Sunday. And my mother was fasting, so I was hungry when I was born. So one of my many hobbies is I love to eat a lot. So I guess I know where that comes from. Uh, uh, Other than that, I've been living all my life on the machine, basically. Oh yeah, I was eating by the time. Actually, I forgot I had a call. I was eating some food. so so the place I was born in is kind of where I've been all my life. Primary school, high school. Uh, Campus is when I left home, like when the bird leaves the nest. So I came to Nairobi. I came with big dreams, and I think I'm trying my best to live them. Given that now I'm working for a continental and soon to be an international company, so kudos to me. uh, what I can say is Nakuru is a good place. Anybody can testify that. If you want, I'm a tour guide. If you want to go to Nakuru, I've been in every corner, every den, and every good place until the lake flooded and we ran away to Nairobi. So now all there is to Nakuru is good roads, and I've heard stories about Kinsasha, so I don't think there'll be something good to see there. Maybe Steve and Peter and Tony, they can have a different story. So that's all I know about my hometown. The rest are you can meet in person and I can tell you the mischievous stories I've done there. There was this one time I was running at night and I met a seesaw. Not the one that you're used to cut, the one that goes like this. So I met it on the wrong end. And so I hit my teeth here. And I used to have, you see, okay, let me smile. For once in my life, I'm going to smile at a camera. You see? Now they're together. But when I was a kid, when I grew up, after I lost my first set of teeth, they were apart. Because of the accident, I think God was making an accommodation for when I was going to hit the seesaw. So when I went to the dentist, he said that my gap had to be removed, and it was bad news because when I was a kid, I used to love to, when somebody makes me mad, I would like spit on them using the space, you know.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that was bad news for me. Good development though. I've been realizing the teeth are going apart. I don't know why they're divorcing, but I'm starting to get the gap back. Maybe one day when I'll smile to you, don't say it's not me. I actually want to get my picture taken again because adulthood is not easy. Anyway, now to my life in Nairobi. So I came to a city, as I said, with dreams, and that here's where I became a man. I told, leave home, go somewhere to fend for yourself, and I came here, and I had no other. I had because of leaving. I studied programming and started writing software when I was in high school. But because I did not have anything else to do, I was not. I think adolescence kicked me in the wrong way, whereby I became a geek. See, most people usually enjoy the life of parties. I was the other nerdy kind of person who sits alone, do their own thing. So when I came to the city, I came with the idea that I want to be the best in what I do. Because I realized the people that, if you look at people who are good in making money, they are good at making money, nothing else. If you look at people who are good at being a doctor, then good at being a doctor, nothing else. So that's what I took. That's the mantra I took. So unfortunately, the course I went to do in school was pure mathematics. So the first thing that my lecturer told me when I was in school was 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. And that's not true. So that was the most interesting thing that caught my eye. Actually, a given fact, did you know that if you can't add 1 plus 1, you'll always have 3? Because you'll have to add the 1, you'll have to add the sign, and you'll have to add the other one and get 3. See? so um, so that's what I did for 4 years. I became a geek in math. So proving why the world is round, proving why. Actually, another interesting thing, another interesting fact is a perfect circle represents a full circle of life, because if you take a diameter of a circle, they usually say it's pi. Pi is a number that is not infinite, but it's too large. Nothing in the universe can contain it. That's why it forms a circle, because a circle has no beginning, has no end. So you realize that when you do 3.142, the numbers never repeat. You always get, if it's 2, the next number will never be 2. It'll be another new number. So the sequence goes on and on and on. And if you take 1 billion numbers and you take every credit card in the world, it's represented in the pie. If you represent numbers of the alphabet in digits, even the first word you said when you were a kid, it's there in the pie. So those are some of the things that I did in school. So they were not fun because I didn't want to do them, but I did it for my parents, and I hope they're happy, because now what I did most of the time, I used to read to pass exams, but I used to also read so that there was this thing called, right now what I'm doing is called software engineering, that I never got a chance to get taught in a class. So the other option I had was to read book for myself. So I focused on it, and it has led me to very nice pastures, because you realize now the whole world is about IT and all that, but it's a never ending field. So we get to learn a lot. So I don't know what else I can say. I guess the more the questions you have, the more I can know what to talk about, because I have random stories in my life. I don't have like a picture. It's like this. I actually love Family Guy, by the way. I love Family Guy a lot, because the episodes never make sense. They don't connect. So I feel that's how my life is. Like, I have episodes. Like, I can share with you episodes of my life, but giving you as one full picture, it won't make sense. Like the way I just presented. I'm sorry. I'm poor at this. But yeah. So I am. Oh yeah, one thing about me is I shared it with a few of you. It's something called schizophrenic. That's why I'm a bit drawn. So something I got diagnosed when I was in school, because of issues whereby I will spend so much time on the machine to the point my parents saw it was affecting my relationship with other people. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me that I'm not supposed to go to him. I'm supposed to go to a church to be prayed for. So the resulting thing was, I remember it was so interesting because my mom asked me, the only explanation of this is you have to be gay. And then I laughed. And then I told her, maybe if I come with somebody at home, then they can affirm. I got slapped and then that story went. Anyway, if you have any questions, if you have any questions, I think it's a Q&A time because
I can ask the first question. Thank you, John, for the presentation. And thank you, Stephen, for taking up half the screen. John, we've noticed something with the technology team is that it seems like no one can grow facial hair. Between the technology team, who has the best capacity of growing facial hair?
I think because Peter has shaved, I think I'm the one. Because I have this, I don't know if they can see. And Tony, I think we are contestants between me and Tony. But the main reason is because we are so looking at the screen that the hair is so shy. Come out. They say plants grow more at night because they're afraid of the light. So I think because our skin is like dust-like, and you look at the screen too much, they tend to be shy. That's why coders prefer to code when the curtains are down and at night, so that they can grow masculine, like, you know. Most of us, even my hands, some people usually say that if I touch somebody, it's too soft, they might slide. So I can't be a coast guard, something of the sort. Yeah?
Who else has a question? And Rwanda, feel free to ask questions too. Okay, John, I have another question.
Yeah.
How far can you count pi? How many can, like, go through pi until you stop?
I actually tried once, and what happened was my laptop died because I had a 4 GB RAM, and I used a language called C. So it's a good language because it's close to the machine, so I can manipulate the machine how I want to. The problem was the numbers are too many. You see, when you do 1 + 1 on your calculator, it's so insignificant. It's like humans in relation to the universe. And once the number starts to grow, I guess I came to 1 to the 15th. That's like a trillion over billion. Yeah, numbers. I was actually trying to test whether if I was to write a name of a girl, it will show me, and then I would like say that's the person I'm supposed to marry. Unfortunately, that's not how the world works.
Okay. Rwanda, do you have any questions?
Can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay. Okay, I have a question about, I would like to know, first of all, how old are you?
We lost.
I'm actually, no, I'm going to ask a question. Who is the youngest person in the company? Because
The question is coming from my mom.
No, I'm asking. Okay, I think I'm the youngest person in the group because I'm 23, turning 24.
23
Okay, cool. The other question, I'd like to know, which factor that motivate you to choose like to be a special developer like who you are nowadays at your age, 23 years? Which motivate you to be a good developer?
Um, I can say computers are very understanding. Like, um, a computer will never get mad at you, will never catch feelings. You know, sometimes you get mad and you tell the computer some very silly words, and it'll just look at you with the same error. You know, it's like when you're in a computer world, the world is predictable. You know, so you're always sure. It's like give an example. It's like time. Time is predictable. If you say you'll do something for 1 hour, once 1 hour passes, 1 hour has passed. You can't say I'll take 1 hour back. You know, but so the same idea applies to software engineering. So the good thing about it is because of how consistent it is, its consistency can grow. So it means whenever you're a software engineer, I can never be the same way I was before. Even if I'm coding by myself, I'll always grow. You see? And I always believe in life, like if if you're not growing, then you're growing fat, which also that is growth, because growth is always like horizontal, you know, and once you stagnate somewhere, that's when you start growing vertical. Or growth is vertical, and once you stop growing, you grow horizontal. So whenever all most the software engineers who are big in size, they love drinking a lot of beer because most software engineers are slim. You see, their heads grow up, so they go up. They don't have time to sit down and grow like this, you know. So that motivates me because I always have a status quo whenever I know I'm not growing. Because if I'm writing the same kind of software I was writing last year, that tells me something. See, but other things in life you might stagnate. So you always it's like when you're in a forest and you don't know your way back. You always have to put whenever you make a milestone, you put something to mark that place. So that whenever you want to know whether you're going forward, you look back. Steve Jobs said that you always connect the dots looking back. So it's so easy to know if you're growing, if that because you'll work all the days of your life. I don't think there's anything you can do. If you're not working, you're sleeping. If you're not sleeping, you're constantly trying to tell your body to work because either you're eating, and eating means your body has to digest food. That's work. So you're doing two things. So if working is the consistent thing, then you have to work forward, not not working to increase horizontally, but working to increase vertically. Yes, I guess that's my motivator.
Okay. Does anybody have any other last questions? Okay. Thank you very much, John. I think we very much enjoyed your presentation.
Yeah.
And I think for next week, Amab, I think you're up next week. Amab in Rwanda. Okay, everybody get back to work. Thank you.